Okay, hello students of Segundo ESO. Basically now I'm just going to record a quick video to make a short revision of some of the grammar contents that we've seen through the week, okay? So, we've been looking at indefinite and quantifier pronouns, all right? So I'm going to use this sound where we have included most of them, all right? Even some more that we don't need to use for this unit. First, we have an, okay, and the. Remember, the difference between these two is that a and is used for things that we don't know. We haven't come through, we haven't met this person, or we haven't seen this object before. For example, we have a child and then we introduce it with a, and once we know the child, we use the to refer to that child. Or if it's someone that we knew already, for example, the child who is my friend, okay? If we were familiar with that child, we don't need to use a, we use the directly. In here, remember that the only difference between a and an is that a is used for consonant and an for words that start with a vowel, like in this, an elephant. Everything else is a dog, a cat. And remember, we don't use a and for plurals. In Spanish, we've got unos, unas. We don't do in English. We don't say a dogs, a cats. We say dogs and cats. Okay, the correct here will be dogs and cats. Okay, without the a. All right. Now, let's start to have a look at all the pronouns that we have seen in this unit. Okay, we've got any, okay, and these correspond to also some. So some and any have the same meaning. We use it to talk about something when we don't know the amount or the quantity of that thing. So we can have some friends, and they can be few friends or many friends. We can have some money, and then it can be a little bit of money or a lot of money. And some is used for affirmative sentences like this one, okay? But if we are using it in a question like here, or in a negative sentence like in here, we use any. So we have that some, we are going to have some friends around. But if we, this means that we don't know how many they are. They can be 1, 2, 5, 10, or 1,000, okay? And here any is exactly the same, but we use it for interrogative sentences and negative sentences, okay? But we've got something, for example, okay, we can use it with things, we can use it with people. Now, we have a look at many. Many means mucho, but we use it just for things that are countable, like for example trees. So we can have 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees, or we can have dogs, 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs. If we can count it, we use many, okay? The corresponding thing to many is much, but we use much for things that we cannot count, like soda. Soda is like gaseosa, something like that, or Coca-Cola, or oil, water. We use it often with liquids like oil, or with things that are in powder, like sugar, for example, or salt. Much soda. We don't have 1 soda, 2 soda, 3 sodas, or we don't have 1 water, 2 water, 3 water, okay? We refer to them as uncountable, therefore we use much. That means a lot, okay? A lot is easier to use, okay? A lot means mucho also, but we can use it for countable or uncountable names, and we can use it as a lot or lots of, okay? They are exactly the same, all right? Then we have things, for example, like a few and a little, okay? A little I haven't included in here, but we can have a little, for example, a little water, okay? Let's put it in brackets here. Sorry, because a little and a few are also similar in the same way that many and much, because we use a few with countable things, okay, a few bags, a few trees, a few dogs, and little with things that we cannot count, like a little water, a little sugar, a little salt, etc. All right. So these are basically the indefinite expressions, like definite determinants that we've been seeing through Unit 1. Okay. So I hope that this little revision is of some use. Okay. Well, never mind. I'm gonna go again to the main points. Any and some mean the same. We can use it for little things or many things. We can have some people, and that can be 2, 3 people. Or we can have some people, and that can be 10 or 20 or 100. We don't know exactly. But we don't use some in negative and interrogative sentences like these ones. And then we have a lot, that means mucho, and that can be used with anything for countable or uncountable names. And then if we have things that are countable or uncountable, we can use many with countable things that we can count, like 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees. Or with things like water, liquids, or things like sugar or salt, we use much. And the same with a few and a little, that means poco, unos pocos. We use a few for things that we can count, like 1 tree, 2 trees, 1 dog, 3 dogs, 1 table, 2 tables, 10 tables, and little for things that we cannot count up. Okay, so I hope this video is of some help, and good luck for the test.